Welcome to Amazing World Channel.
By Greg Heffer, political ReporterEU chief JeanClaude Juncker has insisted that UK will have to pay if Brexit negotiations are to progress to trade talks. Amid the ongoing deadlock in discussions over Britain's financial settlement, the European Commission President warned the UK it must reach an agreement on money before being able to negotiate its post-Brexit relationship. Mr. Juncker also suggested Brexit will take longer than initially thought as he explained why the remaining 27 EU member states will not sanction the start of the second phase of talks on transitional arrangements and a future trade agreement at a Brussels summit next week. We cannot find for the time being a real compromise as far as the remaining financial commitments of the UK are concerned, Mr. Juncker said, while speaking to students in his native Luxembourg. As we are not able to do this, we will not be able to say in the European Council in October that now we can move to the second phase of negotiations. Things have to be done, one has to deliver. If you are sitting in a bar, and if you are ordering 28 beers, and then suddenly some of your colleagues is leaving and he is not paying, that is not feasible. They have to pay, not in an impossible way. Video Barnier criticizes very disturbing deadlock in Brexit negotiations, but Mr. Juncker insisted he is not in a revenge mood, and not hating the British, adding the Europeans have to be so grateful for so many things Britain has brought to Europe. Despite noting progress over the issue of citizens' rights post-Brexit, Mr. Juncker asked why are we discussing nonsense like that? He added he didn't understand why both sides don't say things will stay as they are after the UK's exit, continuing citizens have rights because they are citizens, not because there is a Brexit issue which has to be discussed. Responding to Mr. Juncker's comments, Downing Street said the Prime Minister had made clear in her recent Florence speech that UK would honour its financial obligations. We will honour our commitments, the commitments that we have made during our period of membership of the EU, but the detail is for negotiation, a Number 10 spokeswoman said. The European Commission President's remarks came after EU lead negotiator Michel Barnier used a press conference on Wednesday to declare he will not recommend the EU 27 authorise Brexit talks move on from key divorce issues, the financial settlement, citizens' rights and Northern Ireland, when they gather in the Belgian capital on 19 October. Mr. Barnier cited a very disturbing deadlock over the UK's financial settlement for being unable to judge sufficient progress has been made on withdrawal issues. But the European Commission official did offer some hope by claiming he would explore ways of getting out of this deadlock in time for the European Council summit on 14 December, suggesting he might try and persuade EU leaders to loosen their strict guidelines on the sequencing of talks over the next 2 months. Video Sky's Mark Stone questions Brexit negotiators. The EU 27 have demanded sufficient progress be met on divorce issues before allowing the second phase of negotiations to begin. But Brexit Secretary David Davis has stressed some withdrawal discussions can only be concluded once the framework of Britain's future relationship with the EU is known. With it understood, UK officials won't budge on the financial settlement until there is some slackening of the EU 27's stance. Further hope was offered to the UK government after it emerged the EU 27 might start internal preparatory discussions on Britain's post-Brexit relationship from this month. Included in leaked draft conclusions for the 19 October European Council summit, the document revealed Mr. Barnier could soon be invited to discuss the EU 27's position on the second phase of negotiations ahead of the potential sanctioning of trade talks at December's summit.